Phyllis's revenge and the brewing danger for Chelsea, a battle of strategy and deceit in the fast-paced world of the young and the restless. Every move is calculated, every word is weighed for its potential impact, and betrayal is often lurking just behind the seemingly innocent actions. One of the most cunning and calculated players in this world is Phyllis Summers, who has mastered the art of manipulation and revenge. In the latest development, Phyllis is on the brink of orchestrating a dangerous game of revenge against Billy Abbott, while the fate of Chelsea Lawson's relationship hangs in the balance. The tension begins to rise when Phyllis overhears a conversation between Billy and Sally Spectra. Their discussion, seemingly harmless, contains crucial information that sets the stage for Phyllis's next move. Billy's involvement with Sally is far from a simple romantic entanglement. It's a strategic alliance, and Phyllis knows that Sally, with all her charisma, has managed to worm her way into Billy's life. But Phyllis is no fool. She sees through the thin veneer of professionalism that Billy and Sally project and knows exactly how to use it to her advantage. After eavesdropping on their conversation, Phyllis quickly forms a plan. She decides that the best course of action is to meet with Victor Newman, the man who has always been a powerful force in Genoa City. Phyllis, a woman who thrives on leveraging information, knows that Victor is not one to shy away from using others' weaknesses to further his own agenda. But what can Phyllis offer to pique his interest? It's clear to her that the only thing that can secure Victor's attention is information, valuable, usable intelligence that can keep him one step ahead of his enemies. However, Phyllis is no stranger to negotiation. She doesn't intend to hand over this information for free. She proposes a deal. One that's not easy, but one that might be irresistible to Victor. The terms of the deal are simple yet dangerous. Phyllis will offer Victor information that could help him protect himself and counteract the threats closing in around him, but in exchange, she will expect something in return. The stakes are high, and the game is about to get more complicated. The question now is, will Victor bite? Phyllis's offer is one that he cannot ignore. The information she holds could give him the leverage he desperately needs, and with threats closing in from all directions, he cannot afford to lose this chance. But will he agree to Phyllis's terms? Victor, always the shrewd businessman, knows that every deal has a price. He will have to weigh the value of the information against the price he must pay. And, given his history with Phyllis, Victor is well aware that no deal comes without strings attached. As the week unfolds, Victor begins to take action. His next move is clear: he will go after Billy. He knows that Billy is at the center of the mess Phyllis has uncovered, and if he wants to regain control, he will need to eliminate Billy as a threat. Phyllis watches from the shadows, her plans falling into place. She is in a unique position, orchestrating the actions of some of Genoa City's most powerful players, all while keeping her own hands clean. It's a delicate dance, but Phyllis has always been adept at keeping her enemies in check. But Phyllis's plans don't stop there. She also holds a dangerous piece of intel regarding Billy's interactions with Dumas, a name that has sent shivers down the spines of many in Genoa City. Billy has unknowingly made a grave miscalculation, one that Phyllis is all too aware of. She sees this as an opportunity not only to further her revenge on Billy but also to watch Victor get what he deserves. It's a high-stakes game, one where Phyllis plays her cards carefully, and the consequences could be dire for anyone caught in the crossfire. Meanwhile, Chelsea's relationship is on shaky ground. The stress of the ongoing turmoil in Genoa City is starting to take its toll on her, and the one person she relies on the most, Billy, is increasingly absent due to his ongoing involvement with Sally and his personal battles. Chelsea's feelings of isolation only grow as she finds herself caught in the middle of this dangerous web of manipulation and revenge. Will her relationship survive the storm, or will she be forced to make difficult decisions about her future? As the tension builds, the plot thickens, and Phyllis's grip on the situation tightens. Her ability to manipulate those around her is unparalleled, but the question remains, will she push too far this time? Phyllis has always known how to walk the fine line between power and peril, but in this case, her actions may set off a chain reaction that no one, least of all her, can control. In the coming days, the stakes will rise even higher as Phyllis, Victor, Billy, and the rest of Genoa City's power players navigate a landscape full of danger, deception, and ambition. The fallout from Phyllis's revenge may have far-reaching consequences, and it's unclear who will emerge victorious in this game of high-stakes manipulation. What is clear, however, is that no one is safe, and every move Phyllis makes will be calculated to ensure that she comes out on top. In this dangerous world of the young and the restless, trust is a rare commodity, and the price of betrayal is steep. Phyllis's thirst for revenge is only just beginning, and the twists and turns ahead will keep viewers on the edge of their seats as alliances are tested, secrets are revealed, and the true cost of ambition is finally realized. Chelsea and Adam's strained partnership, a battle between personal and professional loyalties in the ever-turbulent world of the young and the restless. Few relationships are as complicated and fraught with tension as the one between Chelsea Lawson and Adam Newman. Their professional partnership at Newman Media was supposed to be a fresh start for both of them, a chance to redefine their careers and forge a path of success. But, as is often the case in Genoa City, the path to success is littered with obstacles, some of which they never anticipated, and others which, in hindsight, they should have seen coming. From the outset, Chelsea's decision to join forces with Adam at Newman Media seemed like an opportunity too good to pass up. With a new challenge on the horizon, Chelsea was eager to prove herself in a world that had often been unkind to her. Adam, ever the ambitious go-getter, was the perfect partner for her. His sharp business acumen and his intricate knowledge of the Newman Empire gave them both a powerful edge. But, as the old adage goes, things are not always as they seem, and for Chelsea, the reality of working with the Newman family was about to become far more difficult than she had imagined. Chelsea, a woman who had always prided herself on her ability to make calculated decisions, found herself caught up in the excitement of the new venture. She was eager to leave behind her past mistakes and prove that she was capable of achieving greatness. However, what she failed to realize was that she was entering a world that was governed not by fairness or ethics, but by power plays and manipulations. The reality of working with Victor Newman, the patriarch of the Newman family, was about to hit her hard. Victor, a man who rules his empire with an iron fist, is not known for his easygoing nature. He is a man who demands loyalty and results, often at the expense of those around him. Chelsea, swept up in the potential of Newman Media, didn't fully consider the high price that might come with working under Victor's watchful eye. Despite her best efforts to stay focused on the job at hand, she quickly learns that nothing in the Newman world comes without strings attached. Victor's demands are often unreasonable, and Chelsea finds herself caught in a delicate balancing act. She is torn between wanting to impress Victor and keeping her integrity intact, especially when it comes to how she feels about her work and her personal life. For Adam, the situation is even more complicated. While he shares Chelsea's enthusiasm for the opportunity at Newman Media, he is well aware of the fragile line he must walk. Adam is caught between his loyalty to his father, Victor, and his desire to protect Chelsea from the darker side of the Newman Empire. He is determined not to let the pressure of working with Victor impact his relationship with Chelsea, but he knows that the very nature of their partnership means that their personal lives will inevitably bleed into their professional world. The tension comes to a head when Chelsea expresses her concerns about the direction Adam is being pushed to take. She worries that Newman Media is being used as a pawn in Victor's ongoing vendetta against Billy Abbott, a conflict that has been simmering for years. Chelsea, having a history with Billy and understanding the personal stakes involved, is adamant that Adam should not allow Newman Media to be used as a weapon against his brother. But Adam finds himself in an increasingly difficult position. Victor is a man who brooks no defiance, and for Adam, any attempt to rebel against his father's wishes could have serious repercussions, not just for him but for Chelsea as well. Adam tries his best to reassure Chelsea, promising that he won't allow his father's vendetta to consume them. But as the days go by, the pressure mounts, and Adam finds it increasingly difficult to keep his word. Victor's influence is far-reaching, and Adam knows that if he wants to prove himself as a worthy successor in the Newman Empire, he will have to follow his father's wishes, even when they conflict with his own morals. As Adam navigates this treacherous terrain, the cracks in his relationship with Chelsea begin to show. They both want to succeed at Newman Media, but the pressures of their professional lives are taking a toll on their personal connection. Chelsea, who has always been fiercely independent, starts to feel like she's losing control over her own career and her relationship. The more Adam is pulled into Victor's world, the more Chelsea feels like she's being pushed aside. Their once solid bond begins to fray as they struggle to reconcile their professional ambitions with their personal desires. The stakes become even higher when Adam is forced to confront the harsh reality of the Newman family dynamics. While he tries to protect Chelsea from the darker side of his family's business, he can't help but be drawn deeper into Victor's machinations. With each new business decision that strains his relationship with Chelsea, Adam begins to question whether the price of success at Newman Media is too high. Is it worth sacrificing his relationship with Chelsea, a woman he has come to care for deeply, in order to prove himself to his father? Or will he find a way to navigate the treacherous waters of the Newman family while keeping his personal life intact? For Chelsea, the situation is just as complicated. She is torn between her desire to build a successful career with Adam and her need to protect the integrity of their relationship. She knows that she cannot allow Newman Media to be used as a pawn in Victor's feud with Billy, but she also knows that Adam's loyalty to his father makes it impossible for him to fully break free of Victor's influence. Chelsea is left questioning whether she can continue working with Adam in this toxic environment, or if the cost of their success will ultimately be their happiness. As tensions rise between them, Adam and Chelsea find themselves at a crossroads. The pressure of Newman Media and the demands of the Newman family threaten to destroy their relationship. In the end, they must each decide what matters most to them, success and power, or love and loyalty. But no matter which path they choose, they will have to face the consequences of their decisions. In the cutthroat world of the young and the restless, there is no easy way out, and the battle between personal ambition and personal connection will only continue to grow more intense. Whether they choose to sacrifice their relationship for success, or find a way to keep their personal lives intact, Adam and Chelsea's future is uncertain. One thing is for sure, their journey is far from over. Damian Kane and Lily Winters. A dangerous dance of trust and deception in the world of the young and the restless, where betrayal is as common as the rising sun and loyalties are often tested. The relationship between Damian Kane and Lily Winters promises to be one of the most intriguing and dangerous storylines. As Lily navigates the challenges at Chancellor, she finds herself drawn into a complex web of trust, deception, and ambition, with Damian at the center. What starts as a professional relationship quickly becomes far more entangled, and Lily must decide if she can trust Damian, or if she's being pulled into a dangerous game that could cost her everything. Lily Winters, a woman known for her intelligence, resilience, and strong moral compass, has always been a force to be reckoned with in Genoa City. As the head of Chancellor Industries, she is no stranger to high-stakes business dealings, but she has always balanced her career with a personal life that, while complex, remains relatively stable. However, when Damian Kane, a man with a mysterious past and a reputation for being manipulative, steps back into the picture, Lily's world begins to shift in ways she never expected. Damian Kane, a man whose motives are never entirely clear, has made his return to Chancellor Industries, but for what purpose? His presence immediately sets off alarms for those who have worked with him before. Nate Hastings, a trusted colleague and confidant to Lily, is especially wary of Damian's return. Nate, ever the protector and cautious businessman, is quick to warn Lily that Damian cannot be trusted. He sees Damian's return as part of a larger, more dangerous scheme. Nate's warning is filled with suspicion and concern, and he urges Lily to be cautious. He believes Damian may be using her, or worse, manipulating her into a situation where she'll lose more than just her job. Lily, however, is not so easily swayed. She is intrigued by Damian's charm, intelligence, and the way he seems to know exactly what to say to get under her skin. Despite Nate's warnings, she cannot deny the growing chemistry between them, which complicates matters further. Damian's professional demeanor is matched only by his personal allure, and Lily begins to find herself drawn to him in a way that makes her question her own judgment. As the two continue to work together, Lily finds herself in increasingly delicate situations. Damian shows a genuine interest in the business side of Chancellor Industries, but his questions seem to always circle back to the same issue, her relationship with Aristotle Dumas. Lily, aware that her dealings with Dumas have always been complicated, begins to feel the weight of her secrets pressing down on her. It's clear that Damian is not just interested in the surface-level details of Chancellor's operations. He wants to know about her ties to Dumas, and Lily realizes that her association with Dumas could put her career, and her relationships, at risk. Despite the red flags, Lily can't help but feel that Damian might be the key to advancing her career. He seems to know the right people, the right strategies, and he has a way of making things happen that others cannot. As their professional relationship deepens, so does their personal connection. The trust between them begins to grow, and Lily finds herself confiding in Damian more than she ever expected. She starts to believe that, for all his enigmatic qualities, Damian might genuinely care about her and her success. His willingness to challenge her thinking and push her boundaries seems to be a sign of respect, something she has not felt from many in her life. However, just as Lily begins to open up to Damian, the reality of his motives starts to become clearer. Damian's interest in her professional life is not purely out of admiration or a desire to help her succeed. Instead, it becomes evident that he has his own agenda. His involvement with Aristotle Dumas is more than just curiosity. It's about manipulation and control. Damian knows that Lily's ties to Dumas are a potential weakness, and he sees an opportunity to exploit it. While he appears to be offering solutions and guidance, he's actually playing both sides, using Lily as a pawn in a much larger game. Lily, ever the quick thinker, begins to piece together the puzzle. She realizes that Damian's charm and confidence have been a facade, masking his true intentions. But what choice does she have? Damian's knowledge and resources could be exactly what she needs to get ahead at Chancellor Industries, especially if she wants to stay ahead of her rivals. She's faced with a difficult decision: expose Damian for his manipulations or keep playing along with his game to secure her position. In an unexpected twist, Damian makes an offer to Lily that she cannot easily refuse. He proposes a deal. One that involves using their professional relationship to outmaneuver Dumas and other rivals in the industry. While the offer is tempting, Lily is fully aware of the risks. She knows that agreeing to Damian's proposal could mean compromising her values and her trust in those around her. But at the same time, it offers the chance to eliminate some of the obstacles she has been facing. The lines between right and wrong begin to blur, and Lily finds herself more deeply entangled in Damian's web than she ever anticipated. As the weeks go by, the dynamic between Lily and Damian becomes more intense. Lily is torn between her growing feelings for Damian and the nagging suspicion that he is only using her to further his own goals. But with every interaction, Damian seems to win her over more. He knows exactly how to push her buttons, how to make her feel like she is in control when, in reality, he is the one pulling the strings. The chemistry between them becomes undeniable, and Lily starts to question whether she can trust her instincts or if Damian's charm is simply too powerful to resist. In one pivotal moment, Damian's true intentions come to light. Lily realizes that he is not just after her professional success, he's after her personal life as well. He has been using his knowledge of her vulnerabilities to get closer to her, all while masking his true motives. His ultimate goal is not just to gain control of Chancellor Industries but to manipulate Lily into doing his bidding. For Lily, this revelation is a gut-wrenching blow, as she must confront the fact that she has been fooled by someone she thought she could trust. Despite the deception, Lily finds herself at a crossroads. She can't deny the attraction and the connection she feels with Damian, but she also knows that his betrayal could have far-reaching consequences. She must decide whether to sever ties with Damian and protect herself or continue playing his game, knowing that doing so could risk everything she's worked so hard to build. As the tension between them reaches a breaking point, the question remains. Can Lily truly trust Damian, or has she been drawn into a dangerous game that could cost her everything, both professionally and personally? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the stakes have never been higher, and the consequences of trusting the wrong person could be devastating. In this cutthroat world of the young and the restless, betrayal is always just around the corner, and Lily must now decide whether Damian is the one person she can trust or the one person she must fear.